Hello everyone, welcome back. So you can see I'm playing Armored Core 6 here, Fires of Rubicon, and today I'm just going to be showing off the first mission, which always defaults you to the same Armored Core, so it's kind of a good place to start off. As you can see, I've got my sweet Armored Core in the background there, rank B in the arena, my blue lightning back there, which I will definitely be using when I show off the arena and mission gameplays, but for right now, we are just, ooh, don't look at that, we are just doing illegal entry. As you can see, you got the standard Armored Core there, and you cannot load your own, so let's just jump right into it. Because this is obviously the starting Armored Core that you get, and then as you play the game, you can progressively upgrade, change the color palette, do all that cool stuff. As you would imagine in an Armored Core game. And first of all, let's just look at this. Look how beautiful everything is. It's definitely one of those things where as they were making games, which, funny enough, I started on Armored Core before any of the Souls games, and I never put together until, I think around the Bloodborne came out, I was like, wait a minute, these are the Armored Core people? I had no idea. Yeah, that is one thing that's very nice about them, finally. I mean, what, it's been at least 15 years, I think, since the last Armored Core game. So it's been a really long time. It was back in the 360 era, is when the last one came out. I think Armored Core 5 or 4 Answer. I think it was 5, though, was the last one.
Now, activate the AC.
This opening sequence is very cool. This whole game is just incredibly cinematic. There's a lot of twists and turns in the story. A lot of cool moments that happen. So that is one thing that's really cool about the mission structure in this. There's at least a couple times where the mission that it tells you actually isn't that mission. So it's like you figure out while you're playing, like, oh, okay, there's a bit of a bait and switch here. So yeah, as far as a lot of the movement tutorials and stuff that pop up, I am definitely going to be skipping, because there's really no reason to see that. And obviously you're not playing at home, so it'd be kind of pointless to even look at it anyway.
Your position is grid 135.
One of the things that's very cool is they added the default armor core from the first and second game, and they even tell you in the title where it's like, this is an old generation armored core piece. And then you'll have the other ones where it's like, this is a second generation. So it's cool that they do that. As you can see, the game already looks very cool. Then you press B to activate your boost, and now we're moving, baby. Yeah, there is definitely a lot mechanically to this game. No, get out of here. There's definitely a lot mechanically to this game that carries over from the previous games, but as far as movement and everything else is concerned, way more simplified. In a good way. Not in a bad way. It's still very much so, as you can see by the way that I'm moving around here, still very much so has the same DNA of an Armored Core game with everything that's going on. Fire some missiles over there. But just the fact that you don't have to use that claw thing that they were doing in the previous Armored Core games, where you have to flip the controller around backwards to be able to play it correctly. Yeah, a lot of that stuff has not, thankfully, it has not transferred over to this one. Because I was still having a lot of fun with Armored Core 2, and it got better by the time you got up to Armored Core 4. Then they started to modernize the controls a lot better. Did I see a bullet? Oh, there is still a survivor. Die. But yeah, it's nice to be able to play the game without having to go through all these crazy steps. They still exist. The game is still very much so a skill-based game. There's no invincibility frames for one, which I think is kind of a good thing. It does get very hard in certain missions, but for the most part, it's very nice. And then as you can see, you start with 3 little repair kits down there, and that is all you get for the mission. Unless there are some spots where you can resupply, but those are not guaranteed. They exist in certain missions, but other missions don't give you the resupply pods. So you gotta use those very scarcely. It's like with the Estus Flask, where you have 3 of them, but you can, replenish them at a little fire... What do you call those little things? It's not fire pit. Oh yeah, bonfire, that's right. So it's you can regenerate those at a bonfire, or an Elden Ring when you take down a certain kind of enemy. But nope, not in this game. No invincibility frames and very limited repair kits. That's why it's good if you're in like a slower armored core, it's good to have shields. But as you saw in the opening there with my blue lightning, I go more for the fast, speeding around. Because you don't need a block if they just can't hit you. if you're moving faster than their bullets and their missiles, there's no need for a shield. Or like with the bulkier armored cores that can take more damage, you don't need to worry about damage either. This is where you start getting into the movement. I'm gonna use the sword on these fellas. Whew. Bam! Yeah, this sword is actually the one that I still use, just because of the fact that it has 2 slashes. Where the other ones, they technically do more damage, but you only get 1 slash out of it. And then you can also charge it too, which I'll show in a second here. Wait until I get enough space. Bam! To do a big heavy slash, which basically does like double the damage. So it's like, realistically, the other swords, even if they are technically stronger, you don't get the follow-up slash. So you'll have some units that hold a shield. Do the afterburner here, or assault boost as they call it in this one. But even though it doesn't have the same amount of single high damage, the double slashes are still the strongest amongst the swords that I have. And also you can spread it out between armored cores. You can, if you're going up against a shield unit, the first slash will destroy the shield, and then the second slash follows up to destroy the little MT that they're using. So it's like, even though the other ones are stronger, they're only single slash ones. So the fact that it has a lot more versatility is why I still use this one. It can also upgrade like the OC chips in there so that your sword and all melee attacks do more damage. So you don't even have to worry about that part. But yeah, just a very fun game. So much customization that you can do. So many different playstyles. You see that guy's shield there too. Bam, first one, boom, gotcha. See, that's a perfect example. Oh, there's one right behind it too. Put that shield down. See how many it takes to knock the shield out of the way? That's why it's nice to have the sword where you can double slash. So that way you can just go in, do the quick slash, destroy it, another slash follows up, bam. Direct damage. You upgrade it out of this scout one very quickly. See, like this one's from the original game here. See the design on it? It's very cool. You can unlock that later in the game, as I mentioned. Alright, let's go zipping over this way. There's just so much going on in this one. Oh yeah, this guy's cool. Spoiler alert, this is your first boss fight.
It's the PCA's planetside force.
Just coming in blasting.
We don't want them breathing down our necks.
Oh yeah, you sure don't. Yeah, this game just looks absolutely beautiful. So good in all respects. I've been playing a lot of it so far, as you can see by my arena rank. It's so good all the way through.
Traced.
Moving on from you. And it runs at a smooth 60 FPS here, as you can see. Go zipping over to this one. Oh. Some people are shooting at me. Destroy these little guys up here. Oh, ran out of my boost. Missile pods, go! Yeah, the game is definitely very skill-based, as you'll see in some of the later ones. See, like, doing the double slash there is just so good. But as you can even tell with the tracking system here, how some of the shots are missing. That's because I'm not waiting for it to line up correctly. So I'll show you on these ones how you can do it a lot more accurately. Oh, look at that. 4 shots, 3 down. It definitely takes a lot, especially when you're going up against the faster armored cores. I was about to call them mobile suits. I keep wanting to call them that. But when you're going up against the faster ones, you really have to watch that tracking. 'Cause you'll be missing like all of your shots. That's why it's good, depending on the... Monkey Gordo. But yeah, the fact that like you can just move around... Just blasting these guys. Look at this. Yeah, you'll get more of a sense of the armor core that I like to use in the following videos. When I'm not restrained to this. Oh yeah, these are cool. The vertical catapults. Watch this. And then assault boost, baby. And the cool thing is, too, with the sword, you can actually cancel out of that. When it said cancel boost, it just reminded me of that. See, I'll show you here. You go to do the sword, and then you boost right beforehand, and it doesn't use up your charge either. So if you need to cancel out of the sword attack without wanting to commit to the energy usage, you just boost before it happens. Ooh, did the assault boost. A little bit too much of a boost there. But yeah, there's a lot mechanically about this game that you'll see the more you play it. It's just so in-depth. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm definitely glad they finally added an Armored Core game again. It's very good. Oh, here he comes. Boss fight time. Yeah, this guy kicked my ass for like the first 4 times that I fought him. Once you get a better understanding of the stagger system in this game, it's a lot easier to do this boss fight. But as you can see, with how much just like bullet hell right off the bat. Whoop, whoop. Dodging around those. So there are certain patterns to it that you need to watch out for. Like when they're doing the rapid fire like that, there's really not much you can do. But once you have an opening, get in there with the sword, get some real stagger going. Whoop. Yeah, see that Gatling gun you really have to watch out for. And then when he goes to hit you with the big rockets, when you see like the flashing on the bottom, that's when you go in. Ooh, he got me with the stagger. You also don't want to overuse the boost. So once you run out of it, see like that right there. Oh yeah, here we go. Time to go in. Ooh. Oh, I missed both of them. Unfortunate. If I can't stagger him, he might actually kill me. Ooh, here we go. Oh, damn. He got me with the rockets. Yeah, see, even still, this is the first boss and I still died against him. Don't worry, it won't happen again. I underestimated him. Yeah, that is one thing when they put you in this default Armored Core, is that like a lot of your experience with the other ones just kind of goes out the window. Alright, you bastard, round 2. Yeah, it does kind of look similar to the previous games. I wonder what the call sign is. Oh. Oh, time to move. Ooh. Try to hit me back here. Yeah, it is definitely important to use cover in this fight, but you don't want to overuse it because these buildings do get destroyed eventually. Ooh. Here we go. Oh, I ran out of my thruster right at the last second. You know, I'm just going to go under him. Here we go. I at least got 1 slash in. That sword does incredibly high damage on a staggered unit, so I'm going to try to get him staggered first before I use the sword again. I'm going to have to move out of the way first, though. Oh man, the generator on this one is not great. I'm used to my energy coming back way quicker than that. Whew. Oh, he's about to stagger me. Run! Yeah, there's one boss in this game that is super bullet hell. It's the one that a lot of people have trouble with. Oh, and you see how there it said ricochet when I hit it? If you go too far back, you'll start ricocheting off heavy armor plating. So you gotta watch out for that. Ooh, you son of a bitch. See, it's better to try to stagger them before you go in with the sword, but it takes so much... Oh, no. Oh, this is bad. Woo! Gotta run. But yeah, as I was saying, it's hard to get in close to be able to hit him with the sword to be able to stagger him. So it's like you kind of have to time your shots here. Whew, he is kicking my ass. Gonna spam him with the rocket pods here. If I can just get him staggered long enough to get in with the sword. Come on. Come on. Oh, he got me again. You know what? 3rd time's the charm. Yeah, you wouldn't believe it by the fact that I keep dying multiple times, but I'm pretty good at this game. It's just one of those things where it's like the limitation of the Armored Core definitely plays a lot into it. That's why it's kind of cool they force you back into the original one here. So it makes the original boss fight like the same difficulty. Like obviously you'll carry over some of your experience from the game, but just the fact that you're limited by how fast you can move, how quickly your energy comes back. All that stuff, you're kind of locked in. I am just going to try this time, whenever they do that barrage on the bottom, is just try to dash over it and go in with the sword. So that's usually the strategy that I find does the best. So the longer this fight goes on, the more trouble you're going to be in. Oh, damn. Got me good. See, I'm going to try to conserve... Oh, here we go. Over the top. Over the top, baby. Yeah, there we go. See, now I can do the big damage on him. Look at that. Oh, shit. Didn't even watch my own health there. Ooh, ooh, come on. Fire those rockets, baby. Ooh. That is just dangerous. That was way too risky there. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Get it back, get it back. Come on. Just trying to get my thing back there before... Here we go. Hopefully I can kill it now. Oh, perfect with the sword. I knew the third time would be the charm. Barely had any health, but I did it. Whew, yeah, look at that. It's in the red. Do a quick reload. Here's the call sign. Get ready. Bam. Raven. Anybody who's played this game knows what that means.
That's your new name here on Rubicon.
Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, that's a call sign from, I'm pretty sure, every Armored Core game. It's passed down from generation to generation. So it's pretty cool. It's definitely nice they added that back in. But yeah, that was it for the first mission. You like what you see? There's a lot more to come. And I'll be using the Armored Core that I'm actually comfortable with in the background in the future ones. So yeah, that's it. It's a cool introduction there. Definitely be back in the future. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you then.